So I'm here with two of my students, Aiden and Abby, and I want them to tell us a little bit about what happened in class when Aiden first asked the question about how far radio waves could travel.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know how we started, but we were learning about waves and like how they work, and so I was wondering how far they go, and like, because we were learning about how waves there's interferences and everything, and how how all that works, and I was wondering, like, could you send a radio wave across the Atlantic Ocean if there was nothing blocking it? And then
what happened?
Then we figured out that like you could, if you had the right stuff to like pick it up, because like you could send a wave in space to like that's how satellites work there.
We launched into this discussion sort of about how over time there's this speed at which wavelengths travel, and Mr. Brennan had this sort of analogy about how if there were 40 light years away there's a planet and we sent a radio wave to them, they would only be getting TV shows from 40 years ago.
Right.
So, and something about like That's So 70s show, or
oh right, yeah.
like viewing
Happy
Happy Days, or like viewing Hitler's speech and what they would think of us.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to connect how things would change over time because of wavelengths and just the frequency at which a wave travels is very dependent on, I guess.
Stuff, yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, and then you had because we were talking about like Hitler and space, and then you had the question like, what is Sputnik?
Yeah.
Because like we knew that was like a satellite thing, and then we learned that was the first satellite, and they were just sending off these little beeps.
Just these random topics.
Right.
Yeah.
And where did it land in terms of what you did, Aiden?
So after we were talking about satellites and like how if there was a planet so far away, like they would be picking up stuff that we had broadcast like a long time ago, and then I was wondering like, well, if they are listening to what we're sending off, why are we listening to stuff? Are we looking for stuff that's coming in? And so then Mr. Brennan said, yeah, there's this project called SETI, I think SETI, right?
Yeah.
SETI at Home.
SETI at Home, and it's like, it takes in all these like radio waves that are just like waves that have been recorded, and it like analyzes them, and so like to see if there's like stuff going on out there. And so the way it works is people all around the world can download this program and like analyze the waves on their computers. And so then while we were doing like our discussion and everything, I downloaded the program and started looking for aliens in our physics class. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's great. Let's hit the button.